Looking for a way to get healthy? The Chef You and I program has the answer. Kathryn Raaker and chefs from around the nation will teach even the most inexperienced how to cook. Come into their kitchen and watch them take ordinary foods with loads of calories and fat and turn those foods into healthier dishes. You will be the first to get tips and ideas on foods that are easy to prepare. Now let's join Kathryn and today's chef and learn how to make today's recipes.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of the Chef You and I, and we have an exciting, wonderful show today, which includes some very favorite recipes that I really, really love. The first one that we're going to do is a friend of mine, Lyle. It's German pot roast, and actually Lyle sent it to me. We've done a couple of other of his recipes recently, and this is really simple for you. Then the second thing that we're going to do is we're going to make watermelon bread that we're going to serve with it. And the third thing we're going to do is we're going to make gazpacho watermelon gazpacho. And I'm really excited about that because at this time of year, the summertime, you have lots and lots of watermelon, and you want to serve it with something that's not really, really heavy. Well, this pork roast is also going to have apples around it, so we have a lot of fruit. So I think you're going to really enjoy our show today. The first thing we're going to start with is we're going to start with a pot roast because it takes about an hour to cook. So the first thing that we're going to do is we started to, we heated up our Dutch oven. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our pork roast, which is about, now this isn't a 5 or 6 pound, it's about a 3 pound pork roast, and what we're going to do is we're going to brown it on all sides, and I'm going to turn this up to about 400 because I want to get it really hot. It was hot for a little while, and then after we brown it on all sides, what we're going to do is we're going to then add our whole cloves, 8 whole cloves, and then we're going to add 3 bay leaves, and we're going to stick the cloves into the top of the roast. And I'm not using garlic because, as you know, I don't eat garlic. But it calls for garlic, so it says 4 cloves of garlic. So you can add 4 cloves of garlic. And then what we're going to do is once we brown this, we're going to actually stick the garlic cloves in it, and then we're going to add some water to it, and we're going to let it sit for about an hour in this Dutch oven. Then what we're going to do, once we've done that, we're going to then, after about an hour, we're going to put our apples, 6 apples, into this, and we're going to cook it. So it's going to be really, really good, and it's going to taste like applesauce when we finish. The apples will be really very kind of smushy inside, like applesauce. You know, I like to season my pork roast, so I am going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. And even though he doesn't call for it, I love lemon and pepper, and I'm going to use a little of it. Okay, so I think it should be on, look, well, it's getting there. So, and you want to brown it on all sides. Let's just look at that. That looks really nice. And do that. Just brown it. And we'll let it go for a little while. So we'll actually season it on this side too. And when that's done, we're gonna take a little break, and we'll be right back. You know, we're almost done with browning the roast, and what we're gonna do is we are going to add now. We're going to add the cloves, and we're going to put the cloves into the actual pork roast. And so you want to put them actually in the pork roast all over, actually. And you can see me do it. Pretty easy. And this is really going to give it a great flavor, especially if you like cloves. like I do. And it makes it such a nice situation, and especially with the apples. And so it's pretty simple. You want to put them all over the roast. So I think that once you see this, it's almost like doing your ham, when you're doing your Easter ham or anything like that where you use cloves. So you can use as many cloves as you want, or you can just put a few. And then I'm going to put bay leaves in here, and I'm going to actually take the roast out in a minute and take some of the oil out. And then what we're going to do is add our water, our bay leaves, and our other spices. We're going to take a little break on this, and we'll be right back. We're back on the Chef You and I, and now what we're doing, since we've already browned the pork roast on all sides, and we put the cloves in, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add bay leaves, and we're going to add 3 bay leaves to this. So that's 1, 2, or I'll put 4 in there, 3 or 4, it doesn't matter, these are small leaves. Okay, and we turned it up a little bit, and now what we're going to do is we're going to let this sit for about an hour. We're going to turn it up on the Dutch oven, and we're doing it in our Dutch oven because it's a lot easier to do it. And then after we do this, and after about an hour, we're going to add our apples. You want red apples that you want to put in, and you're going to put it all the way around the pork roast. And what's going to happen is you're going to put it in for another hour, about a half an hour to 40 minutes. And what's going to happen is that the apples will get very soft inside, and the juice will go into the pork roast, which is really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover this, and we're going to let it go, and we're going to let it do its thing, and we'll be right back.